Thank you for joining us today for Game Plan for Senior Care. Today we're going to talk about living in their world. To me, this is one of the most important points that I can make, so I hope that you will watch this a couple times and really try to understand what it is that I'm saying. The best way for me to make this point is to tell you a story from my life. So the good news is I'm a grandmother. The bad news is they live in California and I live in Arkansas. So when my granddaughter Violet was 2, I flew out to California, I went to their apartment, I set my luggage down, I went in Violet's room, I sat down on the floor, she got in my lap, we read books, she got bored with that, well, she wanted to play dress up. So we got up, we put on funny jewelry and scarves and hats, and we danced around the room and sang songs. Well, then she got bored with that. So she wanted to show me her stuffed animals. So we walked over to her bed and she was telling me all about her stuffed animals. And then my daughter Whitney walked in the room and she said, "It's time for Violet to take a nap." And I was like, okay. So I picked up Violet, I gave her a hug and a kiss, gave her to her mother, and then I stepped out of the room. So what did I just do? When I stepped in that room with Violet and I sat down on the floor with her, I lived in her world. We did whatever she wanted to do, however she wanted to do it. Now, if she walked over to an electrical outlet, I would have said, no, 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 you can't touch that, that'll hurt you. But otherwise, we lived in her world during that time. But then when I stood up and I stepped out of that room, then I step back into our world. And what makes that hard for caregivers is that's what we're doing. We're living in two worlds all day long. We're either living in our world where we're thinking about the house, the bills, what am I gonna fix for dinner? I should have put a load of laundry in. There's a baseball game this weekend. How am I gonna juggle all these things to when we step in the room with them, we have to put positive body language on, a smile on our face, because we're stepping into their world and they're looking at us and watching everything we do. Before I would walk in my mother's room, I would literally stand outside the door and I would just shake off. And I would think to myself, I'm letting go of everything that I need to be doing or should be doing. And I'm gonna walk in that room with my mother. I'm gonna put a positive body language on and a smile on my face, because when you walk in that room with them, they're looking at you, your facial expressions, your body language, because you are their life source. You're the most important person in their life. So how you even walk in and out of a room is important. But go in, enjoy the time that you have with them. These are moments that you will carry with you forever. Thank you for joining us today for Game Plan. We're going to make forward progress every day. We're going to learn more about this disease and how you care for it, and we're going to do it together. Thank you.